Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Play action. It's Burrow. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Second down and 8. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's him. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And right away, he lost the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Rodgers going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. First down. Here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Here 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Burrow will throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go, man.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, what a move.
Alvin Kamara on the carry. Total on the play. Recovered by no offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And that is no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Henry again on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Burrow looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Open man Watkins. Touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Rodgers now to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Rodgers. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 10 yards at the 42-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come up now on second and a yard. On the ground, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Burrow's throw taken in by Diggs. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And Burrow going to throw again. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams, and he goes out right around the 39. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second and 8. Rodgers. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Rodgers.
Again, it's Johnson.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Rodgers. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Rodgers to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Rodgers again now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They keep it with Henry on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Henry running right. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.